How to create a compelling offer nobody can refuse. In this video, I'm going to be showing you this technique on how literally you can persuade a person when it comes to creating offers in just 3 ways. First thing we need to understand is what is an offer and what is the difference between an offer and a product. Many times people think that when it comes to selling stuff online, it's all about the product. Now, what is a product? My definition is this. Basically, if a person lands on your site, your page, your business, and if the only thing that they're thinking about is price, then you are selling a product. Now, think about how do most businesses compete? Most businesses compete based on that one thing, which is price. Most businesses think along the lines of, hey, if this person is charging $1,000, I need to charge $900. If you're charging $900, I'll charge $700. And if you're charging $700, I'll charge $500. If you charge $500, I'll charge $300. And it is a battle to the bottom of the barrel. Now, there's a saying from Dan Kennedy that he says that there's no strategic advantage in being the second cheapest in the industry. However, there's huge branding and positioning advantages in being the most expensive. You see, when it comes to creating an offer, there's really just 2 things you can compete based on: the value that you create or based on the price. If we know that the difference between an offer and a product is the price, and that most people are competing based on the product, think about this. I've got my handphone over here, this iPhone. Do you think this is an offer or a product? What do you think? So if I sold handphones and if a person came to my site, the only thing that they're thinking about is this the cheapest place to buy this, right? And if it's not the cheapest, they'll go somewhere else. There's no brand loyalty. It's just purely based on price. But what if I told you that I can take this same exact thing and I can sell this for $10,000? What? How do you sell this thing for $10,000? If I created an offer around it. So what if I said, this phone is $10,000, but also inside this phone, I'm including every single training that I've ever released, but also I'm including my personal phone number in here, where you can reach out to me, send me voice messages where I'll reply you and coach you and hold your hand for an entire year. Now, even clients who pay me $30,000 a year as part of my mastermind, they don't get access to my personal number. But if I did, this $10,000 offer to the right audience would be a no-brainer. You see, now I'm selling this thing here for 10 grand, but even though it's this thing that they're receiving, it's not the phone that I'm selling. Why? Because I'm selling the offer, not the product. So what does this mean for you? When it comes to creating an offer, it comes down to just thinking about these few things here. Over here, the first type of product that you could be selling is a DIY type of product. What does DIY stand for? Do it yourself. Now, what is a DIY type of product? Think about, for example, these books. Okay, these are some products that I sell online. Now, books is a DIY type of product. Why is that the case? It is because if somebody bought these books and it was shipped over to them, and they put these books in a bookshelf and they did nothing with it for an entire year and started to collect dust, whose fault is it? Is it my fault that nothing happened and that they got no results? What do you think? It's not my fault. Why? Because it's a DIY type of product. It's do it yourself. And you probably know this, that DIY type of products commands the least amount of money, and at the same time, it is also the most competitive. Right? That's what most people try to compete based on. So in other words, if you want to create an offer, the next thing that you want to think about is to go up to the next level, which is a done with you type of offer. If you want to increase your perceived value for your products, programs, services, whatever it is that you might want to sell, think about how can you create an offer that is more done with you in nature. Let me give you a couple of examples. If you are in Forex, a DIY type product would be, hey, for $50, $30, this is a book, a training, which is everything you need to know on Forex. Done with you would be towards, for $200 a month, a couple of times a week, I will give you an email or send you a text to show you the same exact trade that I'm about to do that day. So that it's kind of like you looking over my shoulders, where I'm showing you every step of the way on what needs to be done, so that you literally just need to follow my instructions and copy and paste what it is that I'm doing. So notice my choice of words. Hold you by the hand, follow my instructions, where I show you step by step, right? These are words that imply it's done with you. And when something is done with you, that is how you increase the perceived value of what it is that you are offering. Same thing here. Now, understand that this can be applied in any single market. If let's say this was in fitness, do it yourself would be, hey, this training is everything you need to know on how to get six-pack abs, right? Good luck. Done with you would be, as part of this training for the next 90 days, I'm not just gonna give you the exercises every single day as part of this training. I'm also going to be giving you the meal plans. So it's kind of like having a personal trainer with your own chef to show you exactly step by step, move by move on what needs to be done so that you have an environment and an accountability partner for the next 90 days. Now understand that it could really be still the same thing, a training online for 90 days. But because of the way it's positioned, it now increases the perceived value and therefore increases the conversions that you have just by changing the angle of how it's positioned. What if you want to increase your perceived value even further? At the highest level, you've probably guessed it by now. Let me ask you this. Somebody with the money, ideal customers with deep pockets, the ones who have the money, what do you think is the other resource that they will value even more? What do you think it is? Time, right? Wouldn't you agree that's time? So in other words, people who have the money, they value their time even more. And the third level is to create an offer that is done for you or is positioned as done for you naturally. It means that, let's say if I wanted to learn LinkedIn marketing, the last thing I want to do is to read a 300-page book on LinkedIn marketing for 15 bucks. If let's say there was this new TikTok marketing or whatever it is, okay, that I know is essential today, I just want to hire somebody that's crushing it and say, here's a lot of money and get it done for me. So your ideal customers who have the money, they value the time even more, and because of that, they just want to give you money and say, hey, I don't want to lift a finger, get it done for me. So what is a DFY type of products? Naturally, these are words like, hey, I'm going to give you the templates, the blueprints, the swipe file, the cheat sheets, the action plan. Understand this, it's given to you on a silver platter, and all you need to do is copy and paste, fill in the blanks. Again, notice my choice of words here. People just want to copy and paste, fill in the blanks, and just deploy it instantly. Let me just use a couple of examples of different industries so you can start seeing and getting ideas on how you can actually utilize it. If let's say I'm in sales, a DIY product would be training on sales for your salespeople to increase your income. Done with you would be, in this 3-day boot camp where you come in, we are going to develop your sales scripts so that you can use it for yourself or for your salespeople, but I'm going to be showing you the moves that you need to make, and it's me training you, holding you by the hand on what needs to be done. What is done for you? Done for you is, in my last decade of running my business, we have created many different sales scripts. And what if, as part of this training, I'm going to include the entire sales script so that you can literally use it, fill in the blanks, edit it so that it fits the context of your business and your industry. But basically, the heavy lifting is done and all you need to do is copy and paste and fill in the blanks. Now, understand that done for you doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be you doing the work and having it taking your time. This could be consulting, which takes up your time. However, this could also be resources and tools, assets that you have created in the past, and all you're doing is you're giving it to them so that they just need to copy, paste, and deploy. So understand that whenever I create an offer online, I'm always thinking about how can I make the emphasis of what it is that I'm selling not based on the product, but rather the offer. How can I make it so that the emphasis, I'm also including the done with you stuff and done for you stuff. Again, this can be included and applied for any different niche. If this was in marketing and social media and Facebook, DIY would be, hey, everything you need to know about Facebook marketing. Done with you would be, every single month, I'm gonna give you training on what's working right now so that I'm holding your hand and showing you every step of the way of what ads are proven to convert. Done for you would be with two things: me creating the ad for you, which will take up your time, but again, high perceived value, or if it doesn't take your time, it could be something like, I will give you my top 30 ads that had the most conversions in 2019. It could also be every single month, I'm gonna give you the ad of the month that is proven to convert, which by the way is an actual offer that I have online. Same thing for fitness, right? We talked about, right, done with you for next 90 days. Done for you, well, if there's a done for you, and if you can figure out this piece out, you'll probably be the richest person around, but it would be, you continue eating your cheeseburgers and I'm gonna be on a treadmill doing all the work for you, right? Now, done for you obviously in fitness would be positioned a little bit differently. Look, when it comes to figuring out what type of workouts to do, you always just wanna come from the angle of how can you make it so that it saves them that time. And this can be applied in every single market, right? Always think about how can I save them that time spent on the learning curve. And that is pretty much how you create an offer that is irresistible by understanding that to increase the perceived value of what it is that you have to offer, it's all about creating something that sounds more done with you and done for you. Hey, as always, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is when it comes to creating an offer with a higher perceived value. And as always, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. This is Peng Joon, and I'll see you in the next video.